Amazing. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this lovely Wednesday morning. For those of you who didn't catch it earlier, my name is Emily, and I am here representing Wild Geese Theatre Company. And we make theatre for young people like you, all up and down the country. We run workshops which are lively, they're fun, and well, as you can probably see already, sometimes a little bit silly. And we want to hopefully replicate those. This is all very new to us too, the whole technology side of it. So we're hoping to be able to have a lot of fun, be a bit silly, and yeah, just get creative really with you all. And you've all showed your creativity already. Fantastic jokes on a Wednesday. Now, so today, and actually for the next few months, we will be streaming live to your computer every 2 weeks. Ooh, it is very, very, very exciting. We're going to be planning and hosting lots of activities, lots of games, lots of challenges and competitions for all of you to get involved with. We're hoping, as I said before, that these are going to be just as fun and probably just as silly as our workshops usually are. So I'm delighted to inform you that you are now officially geese. Congratulations, geese. You are new members of the Wild Geese Theatre Company. Congratulations, geese. Now, before we start, just a couple of quick things for your parents or guardians to help you with while we're together. So firstly, we'll be sharing some activities with you all during the session. And as you can see, I will be here on the side, and you can move the window that I appear in on your screen by clicking and holding the top and moving it around. And you can also see me by clicking the middle button on the left of that window. And secondly, as you've all demonstrated that you can do wonderfully already, but for those of you who maybe weren't here a bit earlier, we're going to be using the chat function, which is just down here. And Lyle is going to be answering all of your questions. And in fact, Goose, Lyle, can you just say hello to everyone?
Hello everyone, good morning. So lovely to have you here. Yeah, as Emily says, if you have any questions for me, or if you even just want to say anything, say hello, say anything to each other, type it in the chat and I'll be here to answer any questions you've got. So really excited to hear from you guys.
Thanks, Lyle. And Andy, do you want to say a quick hello? Andrew, do you want to say hello?
Yes, I can. There we go. I muted myself. Morning. Yes, as you can see, I'm also getting used to this technology too. I'm so pleased that you're with us. And I really hope you enjoy it.
Okay, right. That's the technical stuff and the introductions out of the way. So now it's time to have some fun. The first thing that I want to say with these sessions is there are no right or wrong answers at all. We're not looking for right suggestions, wrong suggestions. We're looking for all suggestions. We just want all of your ideas. We want you to use those really amazing imaginations of yours. They have no limits. So let's really get creative and just see where our imaginations take us. So, geese, everybody stand up. And we're going to do that shake out again. So we're going to shake it out as hard as you can for 10 seconds. Really get moving. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Shake, 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 shake. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, good shaking, geese. Everybody sit down where you are. So, what on earth are we going to be doing? Well, as I said, every 2 weeks on a Wednesday at 10 AM, we are going to meet here. Each session will be a different theme. So don't worry if you miss a week, that's fine. You can just hop back in and pick up where we left off. During each session, we are going to be giving you some activities to choose from that you can get stuck in and get creating in the weeks in between those sessions. So we don't let our imaginations rest this week. This work is ongoing throughout the weeks. They'll be fun, all of the activities, they'll be active, and again, they're going to require you to use your imaginations and just really get creative. You don't have to do all of them. You could even just do one of them. We usually set about 4 each week, so you've got quite a lot to pick from. You can do 1, you can do 2, you can do 3, you can do all of them. It's completely up to you. But what we would love is if you could keep in touch with us throughout your mission. So we're going to be calling these missions, right? We'd love you to keep in touch and send us photos or maybe some videos of the progress that you're making. And you can use social media, so Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, just to send in your wonderful work. So you might want to recruit your parents or guardians on your mission to help you share your achievements. Or you can email us directly with your projects, or actually with any questions that you might have for us. We'll always be there to answer and respond and help you with these awesome missions that we're going to be completing. So how will these sessions work? Well, today is a bit different because, as you can see, we're introducing you to the format, and there's a lot of information that I'm throwing at you, and to be quite frank, it's me doing an awful lot of talking, which nobody wants. I know that. It's fine. So moving forward, the sessions will be a bit different. So the next time that we meet, I will be doing a lot less talking and a lot more showcasing of all of your wonderful work. So please do make sure you send us in your pictures, your stories, whatever you end up creating after the session today, so that in the first maybe 5-10 minutes of the next session, we will have an entire section dedicated to you and all of the brilliant work that you've been doing. And we cannot wait to see it and celebrate it. We think it's going to be awesome. So after celebrating your work in a normal session, we will then be hosting something called a Jumbotron. It's very, very fun to say. So I'm going to say it again. The Jumbotron will give you all a chance to shout out your friends or classmates or teachers or relatives, anyone really. If you send in your shout outs to us, we will include as many of them in the session as possible and keep everyone in touch in this very strange time. And another feature in our session is going to be called If I Were You, where you will get a chance to suggest lots of other really fun things that you can be doing while we're all at home, and we'll put all of your helpful hints and tips up online for everyone to see, and everyone can access them. And this is going to be on our Facebook page, which is our Imagine Bi-Weekly Facebook group under the If I Were You heading. So everybody is going to get on there and we can all get sharing hints and tips and just really build a lovely community for us. And finally, I promise we'll get cracking after this, but we are really excited to tell you that every month we will be holding our very own Ready, Story, Go storytelling sessions. Once a month we'll be reading a section of the story, but here's the catch. What the story we read is completely up to you. We are giving you the power. So you need to vote for what story you want to hear. All of the Facebook links and where to find the poll, etc., is all going to be at the end of the session. But basically, you've got power. We'll read whatever you vote for. It's going to be very exciting. If anyone has any questions at all about anything that we've discussed so far, you can pop them in the chat and Lyle will reply. Thank you, Lyle. Right. That was a lot of information that I've just thrown at you there. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you, really. But I think we should all stand back up for now, okay? And this time we are going to run on the spot as fast as we can for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Amazing. Excellent work, everybody. Sit back down. Okay. So, I am, just like you, sat at home and have been for, well, a number of weeks now. And it's really got me thinking about all sorts of things. It's made me realise how lucky we are to have this sort of technology, which means that I can be speaking to you right now. And this is the same technology that lets me speak to my friends and my relatives and my loved ones. And speaking to my friends more regularly has made me think about friends and friendship a lot more. And I'm sure many of you are thinking about your friends too, and perhaps missing them. So I'd like all of your help with a question that I've been trying to answer. I've really been struggling to answer this, actually, so I really would love your input. And the question I've been trying to answer is, what is it that makes a good friend? Like, what qualities does a good friend have? Maybe that's the way that they act, or what kind of gestures might they make? I'd like all of you to think of maybe 3 or 5 qualities that you think, to you personally, again, there's no right or wrong answers, it's your opinion. What do you think makes a good friend? These can be anything from things that they do to shared loves of yours, so shared favourite things. So can all of you write them in the chat down here? Someone who puts you first, that's beautiful. Thank you. What a lovely quality in a friend. So we've got 1 minute to think about these. So kind, beautiful, yeah, gorgeous. What other qualities might a good friend have? Brilliant suggestions, everyone. Let's have 30 more seconds just thinking about this. Loyal, funny, lovely. Gorgeous. Oh, what wonderful suggestions, everyone. Oh, I love these qualities. Oh, that's amazing. Gorgeous. Brilliant, brilliant work, everyone. Absolutely brilliant. Sportsmanship when you play football, very, very helpful in a friendship. Okay, everyone, before we carry on, we're going to do 10 quick star jumps. Up we get. 10. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, awesome. So, some of you might know this already, but for those of you that don't, April is National Poetry Month. So I was having a look through some of my favourite poems about friendship, trying to answer this question of what makes a good friend. And I thought it might be really nice to share one of those with you now. And now this poem is called The Best of Friends, and it's by S. Jill Wolfe. The best of friends can change a frown into a smile when you're feeling down. The best of friends will understand your little trials and lend a hand. The best of friends will always share your secret dreams because they care. The best of friends, worth more than gold, give all the love a heart can hold. So, I mean, that poem sort of had quite a lot of your suggestions in as well. So really, really great work, everyone, with the suggestions. So we know what makes a good friend and what friendship means to you. So keep all of that in your head as we start this week's challenge. Our mission this week is called A New Friend. It is our mission to create our very own imaginary friends. Now, they can look and sound and be anything that we can imagine. They could be animals, they could be aliens, they could be something that we have never seen before. The only rule is they have to be super creative. So, imagine this new friend and imagine they have all of those qualities that you've just put down here. I mean, already what a wonderful new friend this being is. In a moment, I'm going to ask you all some questions, and I want you to answer them with as much detail as you possibly can. You can write the answer down in the chat, or you can write it on a piece of paper, or you can just have it in your head. Remember, there is no right or wrong. These are your answers. This is your imagination. This is your new friend. In fact, maybe we could write it all in the chat. You're obviously very, very good at writing it in the chat. So, first question, what's your friend's name? I'm going to go for Barnaby. That's my friend's name. Nice. Brilliant. Gorgeous. Look at those names flying in. Brilliant. How old is your friend? My friend's probably 14, I think. Nice. 101. Brilliant. What does your friend look like? Now, I think mine looks like a troll. Yeah, like a alien. Brilliant. In fact, yeah, on what do they look like? What colour's their hair? Or what, if they don't have hair on their head, what colour's their coat? Do they have skin or not? These are brilliant. What do they eat? What do they eat? Lyle, I hope you're enjoying this. I certainly am. All of these amazing suggestions.
There are some absolutely brilliant suggestions.
I can't wait to hear some of them, Lyle. I can't wait. What's their favourite place? I think my troll's favourite place is a wild pond in the forest, I think. And actually on that, do they prefer to be indoors or outdoors? Outdoors, yeah. General consensus, I feel. How do they travel? Are they a fast runner or swimmer or flyer, maybe? Brilliant. Oh, I'm loving these suggestions. This is so good. What are 3 of their favourite things to do? I'm going to go eating, playing football, and more eating, probably. 3 of their favourite things to do. I feel like he likes to eat. What's their favourite colour? Your imaginations are absolutely incredible, everyone. This is amazing. And finally, what is your favourite thing to do together? What's your favourite thing to do together? Wow. Great work, everyone. What fantastic imaginations you've got. Just exceptional work. Lyle, Would you like to give us a little summary of some of
Well,
them?
I mean, I'm literally only part of the way through these absolutely amazing suggestions, but just to give a couple of just really incredible shout outs so far. I mean, Aaron and Anna, all the way from Sweden, a 189-year-old friend called Twinkle Toes. Absolutely amazing. The name grabbed me straight away. A sparkly cat who loves the cupboard. I mean, that makes just so much sense in so many different ways. Phoebe, your imagination is incredible as well. 10-year-old swimming panda that eats fire. I mean,
Wow.
brilliant. And for 10 years old, that's what an amazing feat. And we've had Belle and Zoe as well get in touch with a 3,000-year-old horse that loves fish and chips. I mean, what's not to love about that?
That horse
And
has got some stories to tell for sure.
poor Lucan, thank you so much as well for sending in your amazing sort of imagination, like your suggestions of your imagination. Siwu, 101, a caterpillar, eats dangerous diseases slower than his grandma. Doesn't eat dangerous diseases slower than his grandma. The Siwu is just slower than his grandma, but eats dangerous diseases, which, I mean, hey, we could all do with at the moment. And finally, probably my favorite name, that these names have all been brilliant, but Theo, Salsa Man, 46, shriveled up tomato of a Wednesday morning. I absolutely love that. So yeah, keep sending those in, guys. They have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Okay, so why are we doing this? Why are we creating these imaginary friends? Well, creating these imaginary friends is just the beginning. So over the next 12 weeks, we will go on to create something truly incredible, something we can all be really, really proud of. But above all, it's going to be a lot of fun. I know this week there's been an awful lot of me talking, but in the coming weeks, it is not going to be like that. We're going to really get creating with each other, and it's going to be fantastic. Everybody, really quickly, before I give you this week's missions and send you off on your way, everybody stand up and jump up and down 10 times, as quick as you can, as high as you can. Go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. Everybody, your missions this week. Mission number 1 is called Grand Designs. So our first activity is going to be to physically draw out your new friends. Really use your imaginations, picture them in your mind. How big are they? What do their face look like? What body parts do they have? Try and add as much detail as possible. Mission number 2 is called Make It Mighty. Now there's a few options here. Basically, we want to give you the chance to physically build this new friend. Now you could use a lot of just items from around the home, really, that you could recycle. Like if you've got some old boxes, or there's paper, cards, so cardboard boxes. You can make all sorts of the cardboard box. You could do a sock puppet. You could do plastic bottle people. You could do paper mache. You could create all sorts with paper mache. I created a turtle not so long ago. I'll see if I can find that for you for next time. And when you've got this physical thing that you've created, create a voice for your new friend. Like, what do they sound like? Are their voices lower than yours? Are they higher than yours? Maybe they've got a different accent to you. So no, it might be quite fun to play around with what voice they have. And then when you go on your exercise, maybe you can imagine what parts of the walk might be your new friend's favourite part of that walk, maybe. Okay, so that's mission 2. Is Make It Mighty. Mission 3 is called Superb Superpower. Now this is really creative. If your new friend had a superpower, what would it be? If someone was in danger, what would they do? How would they rescue that person? And we'd like you to think of songs that you know and try and imagine what their song would be. Or if you're feeling super creative, can you make them a theme tune? I don't know. That might be quite fun. You can actually make them a theme tune. And then mission 4 is called The Pen is Mightier. As I said before, April is National Poetry Month. So we thought it might be quite fun if you wrote a short rhyming poem about your new friend, or maybe about an adventure that you've been on. Or if you don't fancy a poem, or you're craving something, craving another challenge, what about a comic strip? A comic strip of an adventure that you and your friend have been on, or that your friend and another imaginary friend has been on. Doesn't just have to be the one. So your 4 missions, should you choose to accept them, are grand designs, mission 1. Mission 2, make it mighty, physically building it. Mission 3, superb superpower, creating a theme tune or a song, and maybe a comic book strip of that superpower. And mission 4, the pen is mightier, poems, comic book strips. Just get creative. Now, like I said, you can do 1, you could do 2, you could do 3, you could do all of these. Please do send us in your missions as you're making progress with them. And as I said at the beginning of each session, it's going to be dedicated to you and celebrating all of the brilliant work that you've done. So make sure that you share them. Now, how do you share them? Well, we've set up a Facebook group, especially for this event. If you search Wild Geese Bi-Weekly on Facebook, it should come straight up, and you can find all of the materials that we've discussed today on there. The slideshow that Andy's been showing you, that will all be on there. So you've got all of the questions, everything that you need. If you want to share your drawings with us, which we would love to see, follow us on Instagram by searching @WildGeeseTC, and use the hashtag ImagineBW or hashtag #SweepTheSky. Again, you might need a parent or guardian to help you with this. If you've got any questions for us, follow us on Twitter @WildGeeseTC, and just tag us in any questions or any pictures that you've got. You can email us as well. All of this information is on the slideshow, which you can find on the Facebook group or on the Eventbrite group. So let's have one final goose shake out for 10 seconds. Everybody standing up where you are. 1, 2, 3. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Thank you all for your incredible ideas today, and thank you for listening to me talk a lot. Now, moving forward, I won't be talking this much. It will be very, very active. We cannot wait to see all of your amazing work in the next 2 weeks. Please send them in to us as soon as possible. We absolutely cannot wait. It's been such a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you. Our next session's in 2 weeks, so that's on the 22nd of April. The clue for the subject is there's no place like blank. Now, you might have got that already, but stay inside, stay in touch, stay imagining. You are all incredible. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all of your wonderful ideas, and we cannot wait to see you all, see all of your suggestions. So bye everyone. Thank you so much.